All right, well, you know, when you translate from one language to the other, it can be funny. Lots of countries around the world uses a different script, not the Roman alphabet, but Vietnam does. But Thailand does not. So here's a warning. The following is juvenile, childish, silly humor. Okay, so the only example I can think in Thailand that's pretty funny is crab. In English, crab. In Thai, it's poo. So there are lots of funny stories. For example, I posted on Facebook like a few years ago. There's a cookbook by a famous chef, female chef, and everybody in Thailand has a nickname. So her nickname is Crab, but she's Thai, so her nickname is Poo. So the cookbook name, the title of her book that was like a bestseller was Cooking with Poo. There she is, cooking, big smile. Okay, seriously, that's the only example I can think of. But let me show you some examples in Vietnam of similar things. Lots more examples of funny. I think it's funny. I'm sorry if it's juvenile humor, but check it out if you want, if you dare. Okay, check out the name of this shop. Like I said, there are a lot of funny mistransliterations from Vietnamese to English, but who knows? I mean, it's a barber shop, so maybe they actually are in on the joke. Hello, Hung Hero. Are you Mr. Hung Hero? Okay. Have a good Saturday night. Okay, well, there is something about the Vietnamese language. This word is used a fair bit, and off the top of my head, I honestly can't remember. I will put it in the translation below. Obviously, dung, many people might not realize dung is a polite word for poop. Shit. The dung beetle is a beetle that rolls around poop. I don't know what animals poop, but he orders some dung. He's the bus driver, and if I had time and a wallet, maybe I would buy some dung. Good? Okay, continuing signs in Vietnamese that are a little bit funny in English. The Vietnam word. Dim sum dinky. Leave it bien. Check it out. I don't know who's Dinky, what kind of animal's Dinky it is. Now there is a national coffee chain, well, tea and coffee, and just be careful of, like, it's different from Thailand, the pronunciation. The PH is actually an F sound in Vietnam, so that is Phuc Long. It's not fuck long, but it is Phuc Long. So one of the reasons I mention it in comparison to Thailand, that would be pronounced as a hard P. That would be like Phuc Long. And you know the famous island of these two countries, the most famous islands, Phu Quoc and Phu Phuket. They sell t-shirts in Thailand because the PH is pronounced P. You don't pronounce the H. But English speakers and people, foreigners, they make a joke because it's such a common joke because they sell t-shirts that say, fuck it. Okay, so the currency of Vietnam is the dong. And I grew up as a kid, the slang in Canada, slang for penis was dong. So this company, it's the boat company, it's called Super Dong. Sorry to be a little silly there, but just fact. Okay, now I think they're just messing with me. Dong dung? Really? Are you doubling down? I think everybody knows what could be interpreted as dong dung. Wow. They're just doing it on purpose.